Hi, trumpet player. Have you been working on extending your range on trumpet? This is a real point of interest for many trumpet players, and unfortunately, it hangs a lot of people up. If that's you, I want you to pause for a second and listen to what happened with one of my students. His name is Russ. He played trumpet for a grand total of 2 years, way back when. Then he put the horn down for decades. As a matter of fact, I met him this year in February, if I'm not mistaken. And at that point, he had only been playing for a few days. So, no high school band, no college ensemble, no years of muscle memory locked in, just 2 years as a child, and then nothing for a very long time. And recently, Russ hit C above the staff repeatedly and with strength. But here's the part that matters the most. Developing range was not the main focal point of his practice. Before I get into exactly how that happened, I want to point you to something that will make this whole video click even deeper for you. I have a free training called the Return to Trumpet Blueprint. It walks you through the exact framework that Russ built his progress on. The link to access that training is in the description below. Grab it, save it in a new tab so that you can watch it after this video. Now, let me tell you about Russ. When Russ came into the Returning Trumpet Player Method, I want you to understand what we were working with. Most of my students played through high school, some even through college, but Russ only played for 2 years. So, in other words, he didn't have a lot of time to build up a solid foundation. So, when he came in, we weren't talking about range. We weren't talking about hitting high notes or building a flashy upper register. None of that was a concern for him or for me as his teacher. We went straight to the first pillar of the Return to Trumpet Blueprint, which is sound and body. Now, what does that even mean? The first maxim I teach my students is that my body is the primary instrument. The trumpet is a secondary instrument. The trumpet is an amplifier. So what does that mean? So that means your body, which includes your air, your embouchure, your physical connection to the horn, even how you think about trumpet playing. All of that is collectively the instrument. And if the instrument isn't functioning well, you're going to have a very difficult time playing the trumpet. So yes, that means a difficult time with range, a difficult time with endurance and flexibility too. So with Russ, we focused on one thing, which was making the best possible sound right where he was. Not playing higher or louder, just clean, full, articulate, resonant, accurate notes right in the staff. That was the entire job. And what happened next is exactly why I teach the way that I teach. One day in our weekly office hours, I was listening to Russ when I noticed that he was handling the trumpet a little differently. So I tested him and discovered that he easily handled C above the staff. Now, for a little bit of context, when I met him, he started with a ceiling of D in the staff. That was his top note. And without a single session where we said, let's work out your range, his ceiling moved all the way up to C above the staff. That's almost a full octave. Now, if you know your trumpet, you understand what that jump means. It's not a small step. That's a significant leap in range for any player, let alone someone who only had 2 years of experience to begin with. That's the one you want right there. Very good. Very good. Next one is B flat, but it's open. Try that one.
Let's see if we get there.
All right. Very good. Go for the C. Have you been hitting that note?
That's
Well, you're right there, so let's test it. was solid.
You
Good
want a
job.
D? No,
Good
no.
job.
I
Good
was
job.
gonna say.
That's solid, Russ. So, what actually happened here? Here's the principle I need you to understand because this might be the most important thing you hear in this video. Range is not the destination, range is a byproduct. A byproduct of what, you may ask? A solid foundation. When your foundation is solid, your body is working with the horn instead of against the horn, which means that your sound can be free, your sound can be centered, and your sound can be resonant right in the staff. When your sound is resonant in the staff, your range opens up naturally because you're learning what it takes to play trumpet with a great sound. And that translates throughout the entire range of the trumpet. If you never take time to figure that out in the staff, then you don't have anything to relate to as you extend your range. When you take time to figure out how to play with resonance in the staff, playing above the staff doesn't need to feel forced. Russ wasn't chasing C above the staff, he was chasing his best sound. And the range followed soon after. That's beautiful. And I want that for you too. Now, think about what most players do. Most returning players come back and immediately start working on the notes they used to play. This causes a real struggle because it's been way too long. And I've learned that many people didn't have good instruction the first time around in the first place. So today they do exercises specifically targeting the upper register and they get frustrated because the progress is slow or inconsistent and painful, either emotionally and sometimes even physically or both. But why frustration though? It's because you know four things. You know how you used to sound, you know how you sound today, you know how much time you put in so far, and you know how much further you have to go. So it's totally possible that you're working hard, but you're on the treadmill going nowhere. So if you're locked in on developing your range and nothing seems to be changing, it's likely because the foundation isn't solid yet. And that's actually a pretty encouraging message that I can share with you today because it means the path forward is clear. You don't need more range exercises per se. You need a solid foundation. But build the sound and body pillar correctly, and the range will follow in due time. Russ is proof. Russ didn't know any of this when he started. He just trusted the process. He focused on what I asked him to focus on, and his trumpet playing responded in a positive way.
That's a lot easier because I spend so much time below the staff
My man.
and trying to perfect that tone and get the smiley faces on TE toner.
But when I met you earlier this year, you didn't have that. That's what I thought.
Oh, yeah, see?
Correct.
No, well, I
Yeah.
was really happy that I could hit a D
In the staff.
in the staff.
Yeah.
Like ecstatic that I could
Yeah.
do that.
So you're basically almost a whole octave to your range on the
Oh,
high side.
easy, yeah.
Yeah. That's beautiful. That's
And
good.
we're on May now. I
Yeah.
bought my trumpet August 18th.
Come on.
So I'm playing a C after
Yeah.
not playing for I play in 2 years when I from 9 to 11, so 52, 53 years.
Yeah. Come on. Come on. That's
So
beautiful, man.
yeah, well, it's just putting in the work and
Yeah.
trying to figure out what it's going to take.
That was nice, man. I knew you had it in you. I believed you did when I heard you playing the B flat. And I was looking at you. I said, I think you can play the C now.
Yeah.
And you haven't even gone through the whole practice routine yet. And that's what happens when you focus on the fundamentals. That's what a real foundation does. I want to ask you something personal, and I really want you to answer, please, in the comment section below. Right now, what's your ceiling note? The note where things begin to feel forced, where your sound might even get small, where you're working harder than you should be. Why do you think your top note is your top note? Let me know your answer in the comment section below. I do read the comments. Russ's result is not magic. It's not a fluke. It's what happens consistently when a returning trumpet player stops fighting their instrument It starts building a solid foundation first. That's the entire premise of the returning trumpet player method. Sound and body first, flexibility second, coordination third. In that order, every time, for every player, whether you played 10 years or 2 years. Hey, if today's video resonated with you, and if you can see yourself somewhere in Russ's story, and if you've been pushing for range and hitting a wall, I want to invite you to take the next step. Apply to work with me inside the Returning Trumpet Player Method. I only accept up to 15 students per month, and you could be one of them. This isn't a course where you buy it and sit on the fence. It's a structured, guided comeback with real support behind it. The link to apply is in the description below. Your comeback is possible. Russ is proof of it, and so are you. Click or tap on the video right here on the screen to continue your education, and I'll be there to help you. See you there.